The two announcements we've made this week have been really exciting. The pipeline obviously continues to grow as we work more leads through the qualification process into negotiation and then onto the closing phases of the pipeline.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Aptamer Group CEO, Dr. Aaron Tully. Aaron, very good to speak with you. Could you start by telling us why yesterday's announcement is big news for Aptamer Group?
Thank you. Yeah, it's a big announcement really because targeted drug delivery is a huge problem. It's a huge and growing market. Lots of big pharmaceutical companies are evaluating ways to specifically deliver drugs to disease tissues, and doing that is critical really to improve patient care and reduce side effects. The problem with most medicines is that they're required to be systemically administered, which basically means injecting them or having the molecules travel all over the body. But for them to be really functional, they require targeting to the site of action in the body and then into specific cells usually to have their effect. And this has been a major stumbling block for many genetic medicines, which is where this project is focused on delivering genetic medicines. And this is why, as a business, we've focused over the last several years on building a platform that can be used to address site-specific delivery. So yesterday's announcement really shows how our Optima delivery vehicles are developing to help the market overcome these issues.
So what are the specifics of this project, Aaron?
So specifically, we're working with a US-based biopharmaceutical partner, and we've developed a delivery vehicle that's specific to a single cell type within the body in order to deliver their medicine. We recently got data to show that it was functional in-house. We've passed these molecules over to the customer, who have also repeated the work and demonstrated that they're functional in their own labs. So excitingly here, the customers have also demonstrated that the Optimas are compatible with what's called multiple species, and this will help the clinical development go through faster as and when we get to that. So based on these results, the customer is now really keen to move forward to the final commercial development stages that will provide them with a functional delivery vehicle.
Why is this an important validation of your platform, Aaron?
It's important really because it links to our internal siRNA fibrotic liver delivery project and our recent collaboration with AstraZeneca. It's essentially a second proof of concept of our platform being usable for the purpose of delivering drugs.
What's the next stage if successful for the therapeutic project, and how will this translate into value for Aptamer Group?
So we've got another few stages of development to optimize the product for the customer. We expect to develop this over the next few months before being able to hand over a finally polished version of the molecule to the customer. But the value really will come through access to the intellectual property to use these molecules in a commercial way. So the intent of what we've developed is to be used for a delivery vehicle as part of a precision medicine. So as the precision medicine moves through the different development milestones or stages in the clinic, and actually in this situation, in a preclinical context, Aptamer will generate value through commercial milestones through a licensing agreement.
Has the customer paid you for development of the Optimer to date?
This development has essentially stemmed from a commercial project that was signed in December 23 with this US-based company. They've paid for all the development work to date and are paying for the next stages of development before we can hand over this final polished product for progression through their internal development plans.
Aaron, regarding this week's commercial updates, it's encouraging to see deals being signed. Is the pipeline continuing to grow, and do you see more deals closing in the near term?
Yeah, absolutely. The two announcements we've made this week have been really exciting. The pipeline obviously continues to grow as we work more leads through the qualification process into negotiation and then onto the closing phases of the pipeline. We're continuing to attract commercial opportunities that in and of themselves can be complex to negotiate and take a bit of time to sign. But the announcements we're making are really encouraging evidence of the traction that we've found. And the sales pipeline, that we've announced represents late stage negotiations, and therefore we're fully expecting some of these to close over the coming months. And as we work hard to ensure as much of the pipeline is converted and that we retain as much IP as possible to maximize downstream value to be created for shareholders.
Aaron, I hope you'll keep us posted on any further progress. Thank you very much for taking the time to speak to us today.
Okay, thank you.
That's Aptamer Group CEO, Dr. Aaron Tolley.